The number one question I get asked as a financial advisor is, how much money do I need to retire? Julia, how much money do I need to quit my job and start my dream business? As we've talked about in past episodes, everybody's financial situation is different. Everyone's relationship with money is different. It's all personal. So I can't actually answer this question without knowing a lot more information about my client's situation. I created a proprietary process for my new book, Money Loves You. And this process will help you determine what I call your freedom number. By the end of this episode, as I walk you through the formula, the simple formula to find your personal freedom number, you will have clarity around what that number is for you. And knowing this will give you more confidence with your finances. And it's actually the very first step in creating a plan for your future, for your financial future. This personal freedom number allows you to focus on what you want in the future. It will also help you eliminate many, if not all, of the how questions that come up in our minds that try to trick us into believing that this future, this number, this freedom number is impossible. No, it is possible. And knowing the information is where it starts. Your freedom number is like a gift to your current self. Most humans don't think that far into the future. There exists some sense of not belonging to our own future. Many feel like their future self will just know how to make more money and take care of itself. This creates the excuse that you don't need to worry about your future right now. Oh, I'll deal with it someday. Often, our present day finances are so intense that our future self does not feel like a priority today. The truth is, no one is coming to save you but you. Now, I know that may sound harsh, but it is reality. Many live their lives acting as though something amazing is going to happen and their future will be set. This might sound like, when my employer finally goes public, all of my shares will be worth thousands of dollars. Or maybe when my inheritance money comes in, when my parents pass away, I'm going to inherit a lot of money and I will be all set. Possibly it is the dream of a huge raise or a switch in jobs or the sale of your home that you think you'll be set in the future. Now, all of these things may very well happen. Your employer might go public, or it might never go public, and the years relying on that dream will only leave you with what you currently have and no sturdy future to lean on. Your inheritance money most likely will come through unless there has been a medical emergency and the relative that you are hoping to receive the inheritance from uses all of that money. Yes, I have actually seen this happen. I believe good things are coming to you, and more will come if you create a future for yourself based on your own actions, if you take that responsibility. When you rely on circumstances that are not within your control to set you up for success in the future, you will most likely end up disappointed and ill-prepared. You will waste years where you could have used those years to make progress towards your freedom number, towards your best future financial self. Knowing and focusing on your freedom number is what creates success now and for your future self. Okay, let's break down this simple formula. The first step in finding your freedom number is totaling your current household monthly income. This current monthly income number is powerful to know and understand what it is for you because it's what you have been trusted with at this stage in your life. Now, you've probably heard me talk about the principle of what you've been trusted with in maybe little amounts turns into being trusted with much more. The responsibility over your current amount of monthly income will be the magnet that attracts more. Now, let's take a look at your current monthly income number. How does this number make you feel? Do you feel gratitude, or are you shaming yourself because it's not as big as what you want it to be? Well, I'm going to encourage you to have gratitude for this money. Have thankfulness. I would encourage you to get out a piece of paper and write down what this number is. Your current monthly income is X. Write it down. Now I want you to think about it. Do you want it to be more? How much more? Go ahead and write down your future financial self monthly income, the amount that you want, the amount that you desire. Okay, just write that number down under your current monthly income. At this point, don't worry about how you will make this amount of money. Trust that when the vision is clear, when you know what you want, the how often takes care of itself. Okay, so here's the next calculation, your future financial self annual income. So now what we're gonna do is take that future financial self monthly income, that amount of money that you want monthly coming in, and we're gonna times that by 12. So 12 months in the year, and that will bring us to your future financial self annual income. This is the amount of money that you wanna make in a 1-year period of time. Next, I want to ensure you understand what financial independence is. Now, we hear a lot out there about financial independence, but it's critical that you know what it is and you understand it, what it means for you. The big thing about financial independence is it's all personal. So it's really important that we understand what financial independence is for our personal situation. Financial independence is achieved when your assets, all the things that you own, generate and create enough income for you to cover the lifestyle you want without needing to generate income from your own efforts, like going to work. Now, there is no magic number for financial independence because everyone is unique. And that's why I created this simple formula to help you get a general idea of how much you'll need in order to have the yearly income you want for your future self, which is the freedom number. Okay, so here's the calculation of how it works. We're going to take that future financial self annual income you wrote down, and we're going to times it by 30. I'll explain more of the factor of 30 in a second. And that big number that you're seeing will be your personal freedom number. Yes, this is your financial independence number. This is your freedom number. No one else is going to have that number except you. So embrace that, celebrate that. Now, this number can be a little overwhelming, possibly to look at. Even this tool, this calculation that I'm going through, is often overlooked. But let me share with you my experience of it personally. In 2010, my personal annual income was $100,000. And boy, did I think I had arrived. Wow, I had always dreamed of making $100,000. And when I thought about my future, I thought, I'm grateful for this 100,000, but I wonder what it would be like if I made 250,000, $250,000. And that actually got me really excited. And I thought, this is what I want for my future. So if we think about the formula we just went through, based on my future financial self-projections, this felt to me like a really good number. This is what the formula looked like. It was $250,000 was my future financial self annual income goal, even though at the time I only made $100,000. And I times that by 30, and that equals $7.5 million. Now, $7.5 million is a lot of money, but this amount of money would create financial independence for my family. And this was my freedom number that I started working towards. These two numbers became my future financial self-inspiration. And when you can quantify your future financial self goals and put them into writing, the subconscious can go to work on it for you. And here's the deal. I am amazed as I see this play out in my life over and over again, as well as in my client's life. Okay, now I'm going to say there's a caution here. Beware. This number that you see is your baseline, and it will evolve and change over time as you move along in your financial journey. With more income and assets, also come more responsibilities and things to consider. This formula that I've come up with is by no means a financial plan. Rather, it is a tool that provides something for you to work towards. And a factor of 30 projects a current rate of return and the impact of inflation over the long term. As you build wealth, it's important to work with a financial professional, a financial advisor, a financial coach, a qualified financial coach who can develop a proactive tax plan and help you think through estate planning techniques that are in line with your values. And they will also help you with many other things. There will also most likely be distractions and competing priorities as you create time to work towards your future financial self. As you work towards your freedom number, as you build this wealth, distractions such as work chaos, family drama, bills, things that come up, costs. We're planning a wedding right now. College is coming for some of our kids. Notice all of these competing priorities, but don't let it take you off course. Your focus, your future financial self will thank you for staying consistent and making progress towards your personal freedom number. And as you work towards your freedom number, your life will be blessed now and in the future. When you are on purpose, when you create a plan around this freedom number and you're working towards it, you will be amazed at how things fall into place, at how the sense of financial freedom that you feel because you're on purpose, because you have a plan in place. You may not be financially independent yet, but knowing that you have a plan and you're working towards that is incredibly freeing on your financial journey. So I believe knowing your personal freedom number, knowing what you need for you and your family to become financially independent is the first step in developing your financial plan, in building your financial future. And as you work towards your freedom number, you can access the wisdom of your future self through your superconscious mind, simply by taking time for reflection and visualization. Now, in an earlier episode, I walked you through your future financial self visualization. So I would encourage you to please go back and listen to that show if you haven't, or revisit as you continue on your financial journey. I will make sure that there is a link to that show in the show notes today. I think a really positive thing about understanding and knowing your freedom number is it allows you to stop comparing yourself to others, to your siblings, to your friends down the street. We're all different. We all have different standard of livings. So what may be $1 million for somebody could be $3 million for somebody else. So I think really understanding what it is for you and what your freedom number is really empowering, because there's no more guesswork and it gets you out of the framework, the mindset of comparing yourself to others. Knowing your freedom number is a big part of your financial plan, but it's not the only part. The next step is to create some strategies around how are you going to move yourself closer to this freedom number, to accumulating assets, to building towards this financial future each week. And so stay tuned, because in future episodes, this freedom number is only one piece of your financial plan. And I am going to be sharing all 5 steps of your financial plan in coming episodes. You can also get this information quicker by checking out my new book, Money Loves You, which is available now on Amazon. My husband and I have been following these tools since 2005. And in that almost 20-year period, we have hit our personal freedom number many times, and we keep evolving and changing. And that's what's cool about this process is it meets you where you're at and it gives you things to look forward to. And then you'll be amazed at how quickly it can come true and things can happen. And although looking back, I would never have guessed we'd be where we are today. But I also look back and said, we did all the work. We did our quarterly financial seasons that I'm going to talk about, that I do share this process in the book. These are all the ways, all these tools, although independent, work together in building your financial future and building your freedom. So my question for you as we close out this show is, what steps will you take this week to move closer to your freedom number? And more importantly, make sure you know what your freedom number is. So if you listen to this episode while you were driving, please bookmark it, please come back to it, and please do the work. Understand what your freedom number is. And I would like to know what your freedom number is. So please feel free to leave a comment, DM me, tag me on social. Like, I want to know what this number is for you. Because the more that you talk about it, the more that you put it out there, the more that you write it down, the more that you take action towards this number, the more it's going to become a reality for you. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Financially Free. And I'll see you soon with another video.